Good morning, folks. We are doing something fun today that I've been wanting to do for a good little while here. And I'm finally awake early enough and getting around to do it. And we're headed down to southern Arkansas to go tromp around in the damn swamps with the alligators and try to catch some fish. And I have absolutely no idea how this is going to go. By golly, we're going to give it all goddamn day to do it. So with that, I got to get the Jeep loaded up and go buy me some sort of caffeinated thingy because I only got like 4.5 hours of sleep, and we're gonna get to it. So I'll see you in a few hours, I suppose. Alright, y'all, I've made it. Taking us about an hour and a half. It's 11:40 and we're finally down here. We're down in Moore's Bayou in southern Arkansas, and there's no one here, thank goodness. And just look at how nice this place looks. I got this little slit of water that I can mess around here, and then through these trees there's another bit of water going off that way, and then I can go up the road and around, and there's all kinds of access around here. And just on the drive down here, I have seen so much water that I can get into that looks just wonderful, and like, I need to come back down here. I'm definitely going to come back down here. And Jacob, I know you're watching this, and I need you to get back to Arkansas because I got a lot of water to explore that I've just found, and I may need some help with it. But this place looks cool, and I've got some high expectations. I'm sure I shouldn't because I generally don't catch that much. But we're going to try some different things, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to catch us some sunfish to use for bait to try to catch bigger fish. So I've got out the telescopic. I've restrung it with some 6-pound line. We're going to see how it works when it's done properly. I've still got my worms. They're still living. Been about a week, but you know, they put them in the fridge and they work just fine. So we're gonna get this set up and let's get to it. All right, I'm on at the boat ramp right here. This is the little dock they give you, very small, to be able to get onto boats after the launch. So it should be relatively deeper here, probably deeper than I think since you can put boats in. But just got my little worm bobber rig on the telescopic. We're going to throw it out over towards that, well, first let's just see how good it casts, but the goal is to get it kind of over towards that grass patch. So, oh yeah, much better cast. Better line, lighter, made for it, way better. I put a 6-pound line on it. Alright, so let's bring that back. Then we're going to throw it out over by the grass, see if there's some little bluegill or maybe some green sunfish or something. Sure, we'll call that good. Now we wait. Alright, it's been a good bit. My worm's failing me, so I'm just going to rig up some stink bait. But I'm still going to let the worm do a thing. So I'm going to throw it out here. Just let it do its drifting thing. Pull out a bunch of line here. There we go. I'm just gonna set it right there on the Jeep. That ought to do just fine. Pull all this out. There. Just gonna let that float. Sit there while we do some other stuff. So until that works, we'll just rig up our big rod with some stink bait. Still got this stuff, smelly, nasty stuff. Take some of it. Oh yeah, that just smells wonderful. There we go. Hooked on like that. Let's see. This line's here. Step over it. Give this a little toss out there. do the same thing with it. Let it sit right there in the Jeep. We're gonna loosen our drag, so that then you should be able to just hear if anything picks it up and goes. So that should be good. While we wait on those, I'm gonna rig up another pole. We're gonna use our light action here, but I don't have any more leader on my braid, so I'm gonna have to retie that, and we're gonna have it ready to just do some other stuff. Alright, I've got the light action pretty strong, nice new leader, throwing nice bluegill-ish rattle trap. You need that sound. This water's real mucked up, so I picked a slightly larger one, but it has a lot of rattles and makes a lot of noise. Still got the catfish rod out, it's doing its thing. I did have to get rid of the telescopic because I went to cast it, my bobber flew off, and you can kind of see it out there floating in that shadow. So it's just gone to me. It's lost. It's dead. I can do other things. I don't have any more bobbers with me, I'm pretty sure, but I can do other things with that rod if I need to, but for now, just having to manage two, I think, will be fine. Apparently there used to be a road going up in here. Looks like it's long been closed down. Ugh, that's mud. I wonder where it goes. This looks soft and wet. Oh, big log. Log's pretty cool. How sturdy is it? Oh yeah. Pretty sturdy. Well, it's pretty burnt up inside too. I wonder if maybe it got hit with lightning or something. Alright, I don't think I'm going to fall through it. I'm just going to cast right up along it. Well, in theory. Maybe something's hanging out near it. There's definitely some grass near it. Well, shit. How far out on this can I walk? Seems like I can go pretty far. Let's see if I can get... There we go. Just get around the other side of the snag. Sometimes you can pull it right out. I think I'm about fished out my options in this little stretch with my moving bait. Unless I want to go change it out, which at the moment, I don't. So, we're just going to go sit, watch the catfish rod for a while. Jesus! That is a big-ass snake that was right there. Alright. Well, glad he ran away. But we're going to go watch the catfish rod now. Because I probably shouldn't be this far away from it. Back in here with a rooster tail. See if that makes any difference. Catfish rod still out. Doing catfish rod things. This is kind of up over that branch. Hopefully I don't just immediately lose this rooster tail. Where's that? There. Yep. Got it. Got a little tangled up here, but good to go. Alright. I think we may switch spots soon. I'm enjoying talking to that old man, but I'd rather be catching fish. Which just ain't happening around here. He gave me some tips. Oop. Oh, I watched that little fish come swim up and bite this thing, and he didn't get the hook. Well, I'm gonna be here a minute now. Alright, I'm at my next spot, kind of gearing up here, and there's a lot of current. Found my way under the dam. Good number of people here, all crowded together, so I'm going to try to stick away from them. But what I'm going to show you here is that this water's moving way more than I'm set up for. I need more weight. I've only got a 1/4 ounce little weight on here. This is a 1/2 ounce weight. So if you need a quick way to throw more weight on there, what you do, run a loop through one of your eyes, then you just run that through it, and boom, your weight is secured on there enough that it'll stay. Now I've got 3/4 of an ounce weight, so hopefully that'll be enough. I'm going to bring the catfish rod, our stink bait. We're going to bring the medium light. It's the second heaviest rod I got. It's actually got heavier overall line than the medium. We're going to head down here. See if we can make something work. So apparently, we got a little hydroelectric dam over there. And you can see where all the pelicans are, the water's just churning. There's a nice little walkway down here just for people to fish. Man, this water's moving. I don't know if I'll be able to do any good. Got some guys off to my right with these massive rods. Their line's so thick I can see it from here. They got big old catfish they're hauling around too. Hot diggity. Hopefully I can catch anything, because this has just not been a productive day for fishing. This is on the Arkansas River, by the way. There's a few more areas around that I may stop in at. But for now, this is what we're going to do. We'll walk up a little ways. I think this is a good enough spot to set up, away from everyone. You can just see that water twisting and moving down there. Hopefully, it ain't too awful. Let's get the stink bait. Wish I had brought something better than this, but going bait shopping is not the best thing right now. And I'm sure there's a lot of rocks all over here. I bet you I'm just going to get snagged up immediately and lose everything. We'll see. Alright, stink bait on. And give a good cast up current. Well, I lost one of my stink baits. Let's see if the other one does me any good. Yeah, that is just going. Well, I'm just going to let it sit, see what happens. Nope, the current's going to drag it all the way down, huh? Alright, well this is an issue. We may be out of catfishing. Alright, so what I ended up I've got 2 1/4 ounces of weight. This is very dumb. I don't know what that siren is. I think they're turning on more generators or something. As well as this bait that I found. Fairly dead. Now, this is only a medium action rod with I think a 12-pound line. So I'm going to be real impressed if I can actually land any kind of fish with this. Hopefully that's getting down, because I can't throw any more weight on that thing. Whew, boy. That is just... feels like it's snagged on something. You know what, I'm just gonna leave it. That current is pull and drag. Yeah, when that eventually goes, like, it's not gonna be good. I'm gonna lose a lot of lead and weight and money when that rig gets lost. I'm gonna be upset by it. These are the risks you have to take. That current is something else. I know I'm snagged. No idea on what, but I tell you, this is not easy. Oh, everything broke. Well, that's a shame, because I ain't re-rigging that setup. I think I have a fish. Holy shit, I have a fish. Oh, I foul hooked it. What in the world is this? This looks like a damned Asian carp, which I didn't know were in the Arkansas River. But, hey, I caught something. And since I don't know what it is, I'm going to put it back. But that's interesting. Alright, we are at our final spot for the day. It's about 4 o'clock now. I started at like 9:15 this morning. But I started fishing at about 11:30, 11:40, I don't know. So, you know, we've been at it for a good while here. And on my way home, I found this little patch on a road that runs down to this lake. So, apparently I planned better than I thought, and I found another bobber in my car. So, I don't know if you can see it sitting out there. I can't see it on the little screen. So we are back to our very original plan of catch something on the bobber and then put it on a big hook, go for a catfish. I re-rigged that pole since we're in some calm places. So now we just hang out, wait, see what happens. I guess we'll pop back when something does happen, if it does. I'm just gonna sit in the Jeep and wait. I wonder how much the camera can show this, but there is a school of fry. You can see this black stuff moving around down there, and that's just a big old school of baby fish. They're just swimming around in here, and you can see, maybe you can see, I know I can see, but some of them hitting up all around these little sticks they come up on, and they're just kind of eating all the little micro whatever things on there so they can get big enough to maybe eat some other fish. No idea what kind of school it is, but they all are. I'm having no luck catching bait so far, just for the record. Bobber's getting some action. Come on. Seems like a smaller fish. This may be it. Unless I scared him away. I got something. Yes. Ugh. Finally. Oof, just got that hook down there a bit. Where are my pliers? Ow. There they are. Well, now he's bleeding up a good bit, but again, doesn't matter too much because he's going to be bait. But I do want to get this hook out because whatever eats him, I don't want to digest this hook. There we go. Now, there's still a good chance this guy can make it. He's not too dinged up. So what we're going to do, we're going to hook him right through his nose. That way, just in case nothing eats him, he has a chance to live, because he's not a goner yet. He ain't bleeding much. But that little bit he is bleeding ought to help us out. Tracking a fish. Those little blackbirds were making some ruckus. So now we just got to sit and wait on this for hours. See what happens, I suppose. Well, I think it's time to see if our little dude's still alive out there and to give up. I've been sitting here bored out of my mind for about an hour or so, and my phone's about dead, so I think I'm just gonna go home. The little guy's still on there. You alive, my man? I don't think he is. No, he did not make it. I'm gonna lead him though. Nothing goes to waste in the water. Well, today has certainly been a colossal failure. I'm really bad at planning these couple-hour trips, trying to find new places and doing something productive. This is like the 5th one where I've caught absolutely nothing. At least I found places to fish, unlike some of them. But what did we do today? I got one little bite in our first area. I snagged some fish. I don't know what it is for sure. I think it's an Asian carp. I'm gonna have to look into that one. Maybe we'll figure it out. I caught some bait and killed it on accident. But I guess that's the way some things go. And then I got eaten up by bugs. Sat bored out of my mind in the cars. The windows up in the heat, being miserable for absolutely no reason. So, I don't know. Maybe I should give up on fishing. I'm not good at it. I gotta go find some local holes so I don't make such a fool of myself and waste so much gas. But I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything. I'm tired. Back of my neck's all sunburnt. I got mosquito bites all over the goddamn place. It was nice to see some new stuff though. So we'll just keep it positive there, and we'll see y'all next time. See ya.